Hi, Sid. How you doing, mate?
Good, man. Yeah, man. So how's things been, man, before we get into the cricket?
It's been really hectic, work-wise and stuff, so I haven't really had much time to watch much. But the little that I have watched, it was quite interesting.
Yeah, okay, fine. Let's
It's
just
been,
revisit the table. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say let's just revisit the table to put things in perspective. Okay. Gujarat Titans are with 14 points. 13, 11. Rajasthan, RCB, Mumbai, all on 10 points. And you have Kolkata and Delhi at 8 points, and then Sunrisers now on 6 points. Uh, okay, were you able to hear what I just said? Because I think we just froze there for a second.
your connection is a bit it's a bit bad on your side. It's looking
Oh, okay.
scrambled there on your side. Yeah,
Oh, that's strange.
yeah.
Um,
Your connection is looking
yeah, no,
scrambled.
it's come time. Okay, okay, okay. Are you able to hear me now?
Oh yeah. So they've probably
Pardon?
been the form team so far in this tournament. Eh? Uh, I know they lost a few silly games, but
Yeah, I was just trying to mention the positions on the table, and I was trying to ask you if you had heard what I said about the position, because as I said, you have Chennai at 13, Lucknow at 11, then you have Rajasthan Royals, Mumbai, Punjab on 10, then you have Kolkata and Delhi on 8, and then you have Sunrisers on 6. So you can see that Delhi is starting to be on the rise, and Kolkata is starting to make a move again. I don't see Sunrisers making it to playoffs, but if you are going to get some surprises, I wouldn't be surprised if Kolkata and Delhi pull up some sort of surprise. I mean, Mumbai, the problem with Mumbai is that they're a bit restrictive in the sense that their batting seems to bail out their bowling, and then Chennai are like in the same boat, but then they're quite lucky. They get conditions at home that suit them, so it's pretty crazy. And then now Quinton de Kock is back for Lucknow today, so that's quite nice. Took them long enough. So in their playing it's Gujarat, and now Gujarat beat them, so that it makes it easier for the others to catch up.
I think the biggest problem with this tournament at the moment, and if I look at a majority of
Mm-hmm.
teams in this tournament, I would say with the exception of with GT to an extent, is the inconsistency.
Mm-hmm.
There's been so much inconsistency from teams. It seems like they don't know what their best 11 is.
Mm.
Conditions. I think a lot of teams are actually acclimatizing conditions, playing at home uh, after a long time. I mean, being at neutral venues in India and then obviously in the UAE as well. So there hasn't been a lot of that have managed to play at home in their home conditions. So I think they're trying to get used to their own conditions. So that's been a bit
Mm.
of a. I always felt when RCB played games at neutral venues, they obviously had a better opportunity of winning those games, especially in Dubai. I
Mm.
mean, they always had such a great record in Dubai. But
Mm.
I've I've been a bit disappointed with RCB, to be honest with you. There's certain aspects of the game that hasn't really clicked, and
Mm.
I think we
Mm.
saw it yesterday with the bowling as well,
Mm.
especially after the power play. They always the power play, but then it falls away. But yesterday, uh,
Mm.
I was disappointed with the way they bowled in that power play. Albeit the venue was quite a small ground as well at Delhi. I mean, it was very difficult to defend on the ground, and Faf was obviously, alluding to the fact that the dew also played a factor. But they probably were like 20 runs short on that pitch there. If it was such a good pitch to bat on, and Delhi made it look so well, made it look so good, it was probably they were probably 20, 25 runs short of a good total on that pitch. What do you think?
Yeah, I think. I think five complicated things with the bowling changes. I mean, why would you put Siraj only for 1 over? Fine, I admit he got spanked, but I'm sure he would have come back in the second over. And then why didn't you put Hazelwood opening the bowling? I mean, why put a spinner? So I think he could have rather have let the paceman bowl. But then fine, maybe he thought that he wanted to, I don't know, mix and match it. But I feel that Hazelwood's good as an opening bowler. I don't think you want to complicate that. So I think. But anyway, I think RCB are probably still in the competition, but they've got to start winning. It's like with Rajasthan, you know. Some people still think Rajasthan will qualify, but I'm not a fan of them, so I couldn't care less about them.
Yeah, 100%. I think we've seen the good things of RCB and we've seen some bad things of RCB. So it's been a mixed bag. And I think a lot of teams have had that mixed bag. Like you were speaking about Mumbai as well. Mumbai, I would say their batting has bailed them out quite a lot because their bowling hasn't been up to standard. In certain games, they've been spanked all over the park at certain times in this competition. I thought that win against Punjab was fantastic. I think it's probably one of the best chases I've seen in a long time. The way
You mean Rajasthan, Rob? I think they lost to Punjab, didn't they?
No, they beat Punjab.
Oh.
MI beat Punjab. So that was a good chase from them. But in RCB's defense, there's obviously a lot of teams that are, nobody seems to be running away with. So I think the main thing is if GT keep on winning, GT is going to get a playoff spot. And a lot of teams are going to be sitting on 10, 12, 14 points. I would say 16 is probably going to get you through to a playoff.
Yeah.
16 would probably get you through the playoff. It doesn't matter how you get it done, as long in the playoff. Thereafter, anything can happen. But I would always say try and target. Just get those points on the board. Get to a playoff. And who knows? Anything is possible in a playoff game. I mean, a once-off playoff game, anything is possible. So most important thing is you just get to the playoff.
Yeah. Like I was thinking that, imagine, if you have a team like Mumbai in the playoff, they would be very dangerous because they would play literally with nothing to lose and they would have probably been starting to peak at the right time. And then that's what you want, peak at the right time, not play 100% great. Although Gujarat has been a bit like weird because they lose games that they shouldn't lose and then they win games that they shouldn't win. So it's crazy, but it's fine. As long as they make the playoffs, then you then win the title again, which could happen.
Alluding to. So yeah, I think the main thing at a lot of sides is I'd say the power play bowling. The power play bowling has been a challenge for some teams where they've just been carted all over the show, and it has been hard to get the game back where they want to be. And then the middle overs are so crucial. It's really so crucial because they makes or breaks performance. So, as I'm saying, a lot of teams now, they'll be hoping that GT keeps on winning. And the GT keeps on winning, that keeps them alive in the competition as well. So, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, man. I was going to say, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I did say that if Mumbai make the playoffs, they will be very dangerous because they would have probably peaked at the right time, and then that's what you want. But then you have teams like Gujarat that probably win games that they shouldn't win, and then they lose games that they shouldn't lose. So it's a weird thing, but it's fine as long as they probably end up winning another title. That's fine because I don't think KKR are gonna make the playoffs. But if they make it, I'll be very happy.
I mean, it's interesting what you're saying about Mumbai, but remember, this is not the Mumbai of the old, where they had those powerful death bowlers, the likes of the Bumrahs, Malikas, the Bolts. It's not the same MI side anymore, Sid. I mean, this MI side is well and truly there for the take. So even if you have to play them in the playoffs, I don't think you'd be too overawed about playing Mumbai, as opposed to when you had those spearheads in the attack. They were different side. They were totally different side. I mean, they could defend any total on the day. I don't think this team has that potential of defending those low totals, which you're going to get in playoff games. So that's one for me. And yeah, my fingers crossed. I hope RCB obviously puts them to the playoff spot. And I think that MI and RCB game becomes so crucial now in the midweek, given what happened with the results yesterday. It didn't work out. It didn't work out for both sides. So Yeah, food for thought, eh? Real food for thought coming into that game there. That's kind of like a potential quarterfinal come midweek.
Yeah. What was I gonna say to you? Actually, what I was gonna say because my mind is like, oh, now what I was gonna say. Yeah, man, Daly is starting
Scrambled.
to, wake up. No. I think Daly is starting to play well. Eh? If they can keep playing like this, I think they have to win all the games to qualify. There's no two way about it. And the same thing applies to Kolkata, and then I don't see Sunrisers really qualifying because they're a bit so inconsistent. So I can see Daly probably making a run for it, and then Kolkata too. I know Kolkata have a history of doing miracles, so I will count on that. I mean, I don't mind if Kolkata don't make it. I like Delhi. I mean, they're showing some promise, probably at the right time, maybe. And then, yeah, Punjab could also surprise. So it's a nice IPL. It's not so boring like last year. You kind of knew it after a while.
Yeah, I'd say Sunrisers have been probably the most disappointing, output of this tournament so far. And when I look at them on paper, they don't really have a bad team. Eh? They've got some quality players in that middle order. The Sunrisers. I mean, you've got Tripathi, who's a seasoned campaigner. You've got Klassen, he's all power. You've got Markram, that's had such. I mean, his T20 career has just taken off. So when I look at the batting lineup, that doesn't seem like a very bad batting. I think the team that they had last year was probably worse than the team that they have this year. I would say Sunrisers team was worse off last year than they are where they are now. So it's been a bit of surprise where they given that the squad that they do have and the resources that they have at their disposal, and I mean they were quite ruthless in the auction as well. So.
Oh, sorry, I think you kind of broke up there.
Sorry, I don't think Sunrisers is going to qualify for the playoffs, but I do think that they can spoil a few parties for a few teams going trying to gun for that playoff spot. So let's see what happens. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's also been disappointing in the sense that it's been so inconsistent from so many teams. So yeah, but anyway, it makes for good viewing. Going into the playoff.
Yeah. Okay, if I'm looking at the score now between Titans and Lucknow, so far the Titans are 69 without loss at 5.1 over, so I'm happy to see that score because at least Titans, if they can score a nice whopping 200 plus, I think they'll win. And then you have the other match, which is Rajasthan against Sunrisers. I'd like to see the Sunrisers beat Rajasthan because it'll be nice for the competition.
I would say both our teams are hoping for a GT win and a Sunrisers win today. So that would keep a lot of teams in that mid-table in contention. So, I mean, go GT, go Sunrisers all the way today.
And then tomorrow it's my team against the Punjabs. Then tomorrow it's my team against the Punjabs, and my team is playing at home. So, man, the pitches in Kolkata have been too batsman friendly. I'm not happy about that. Let's make the pitches similar to Chennai, but not too Chennai-ish. I mean, in the olden days, Kolkata pitches used to suit the spinners. I don't know what the hell the groundsman is smoking making those pitches, but anyway, I think Kolkata have nothing to lose, so they'll probably win tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised about that. And then if you have then on Tuesday, it's Mumbai against RCB. How mouth-watering. And Mumbai's playing at home. And that's going to be a belt of a pitch, man. I think the Mumbai pitch is probably better than the RCB pitch because at least in Mumbai they're better bouncing. RCB pitches are kind of flat in a way. So I think it'll be an interesting match. I will be supporting Mumbai. I like Mumbai, but I know you'll be with RCB. So it's us versus us again.
Yeah. I mean, we got two crucial games coming up. I mean, KKR and Punjab is a massive game for KKR because to keep their players spots alive. And I think if RCB can beat MI, I think it's kind of they're getting closer and closer to that playoff spot. So Yeah, I mean
Mm.
it's gonna be a humdinger. Make no mistake about that. I mean both teams on 10 points. Both teams need to win.
Mm.
I do feel
Mm.
in the back of my mind that that one candidate could suit RCB because I've seen RCB's record in Mumbai. They don't have a bad record in Mumbai. They've actually played quite well in Mumbai. They haven't played well in
Okay.
Bangalore. If you look at RCB's record in Bangalore, it's
No,
not good at all.
no, it's been
Away from home,
pathetic. It's been pathetic.
they seem to
Yeah.
thrive. So, fingers crossed. I think RCB is going to come to the party there.
I think RCB's best chance of winning is by them chasing. I don't think Mumbai is a good defending side. They're a good chasing side. So I think if in Mumbai we're going to beat RCB, they would better off chasing. So I think Mumbai will probably have to win the toss ball first because unless if they make a 200 plus score, then maybe there's half a chance. But Mumbai is more better chasing. I'm sure you've noticed that. I know they defended one score against Punjab Mumbai, but that was like once in, yeah. Not going to see
Yeah,
that all the time, right?
I would say if RCB wins the toss, absolute no-brainer. Put Mumbai in, let them
Yeah.
get a total, and then they chase it down because I feel they're not good
Yeah.
when it comes to defending total. So, yeah, I mean, don't give them their strength. Their strength is chasing. They're very good chasers. So, don't give them that strength. You'd rather just put them in, and exactly what CSK did yesterday. Put them in, and they got I'd say a below par score, really below par score, and got the job done. I think that's the game plan going forward.
Yeah. Okay, I know it's early days, but let's look at this table again. Okay. Which four teams do you think are gonna make it? If you have to just jump off the gun, because so far I know the Crick Buzz said Gujarat and Chennai are the guaranteed in their book. Then they put the other two in there. I'm gonna be a bit bullish. I say Gujarat and Chennai, and then I want to see Kolkata in by miracle, and then you'll have a team like, then I'll have Mumbai, I can't help it. I like Mumbai. I'll put those four, but I know the other two are a bit unrealistic, but what the hell? It's just a fun guessing game, you?
I'm not sure why you like Mumbai, but I'm not a fan of Mumbai. So I'm gonna go GT. I'm gonna go CSK because I mean, based on the experience, they just know how to get to playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Rajasthan. I'm gonna go RCB.
Okay. Yeah. I like Mumbai because they have a lot of good players, and also Sachin used to be part of Mumbai, so that's why. Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's just go quickly into the world of cricket. I remember it was a funny T20 series. I think Pakistan would probably won the T20 series if one of those matches wasn't rained off. It was a 2-all, and then Pakistan already like 4-0, I think, in the ODI series. And they're also number one in the world of 50 overs. Who would have thought that, man?
Yeah, Pakistan. I mean, home track bullies. If you think about it, I mean, they're playing good cricket and they're playing good cricket at home. So, I mean, Babar and Fakar. I mean, the way he's playing at the moment, he's in the form of his life. He's having a great series. So, yeah, I've been disappointed with the way New Zealand have performed in this ODI series. I think their bowling hasn't been very strong, and you can understand it. They're missing so many key players in that bowling lineup. But that T20 series was very exciting. I mean, the way they came back from a position of 2-0, they showed a lot of character to get back in that series. So that was very encouraging. But this ODI series is looking like one-way traffic. So yeah, but disappointing. But anyways, it's obviously preparation heading into the big one at the end of towards the end of the year, which is the World Cup, 50 over World Cup in October.
Yeah, but the problem is, I don't know if Pakistan will play in the 50 over World Cup because of India's reluctance to play Pakistan for the Asia Cup. So I think they're looking at a hybrid model where they match it at home against certain or play against other teams for the Asia Cup. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a really controversial decision. All out. So, I mean, I mean, if you look at the ICC, there's not a lot of teams that participate over World Cup anymore. So I mean, you've only got a maximum of what is it, 10 teams. So I mean, if you're gonna exclude one team, you're gonna have 9, which obviously doesn't even out, the groups in a sense. But I think it's important for Pakistan to be in that World Cup. Are going to be participating in that World Cup, so Pakistan are, one of the major cricketing nations. It's ridiculous even to participate in the 50 over World Cup. Ridiculous.
Yeah, sorry, man. You actually were breaking up, so I couldn't get much of what you were saying. No, I was trying to say that the Pakistan may not be taking part in the 50 over World Cup because India may not be playing in the Asia Cup in Pakistan. They want to play at a neutral venue, so that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope they come to a resolution because, I mean, comparing the Asia Cup to the ICC Cricket World Cup is like, it's kind of like chalk and cheese in a sense, I mean, you really can't compare it. I mean, you really can't compare it. I mean, there's so few teams that participate in the Asia Cup, and compared to the World Cup, where there's, I mean, it's like, you got Asia versus the SENA countries, and you got the Windies there as well. So, I mean, you really can't compare it. I mean, to be honest with you, the Asia Cup is just merely preparation for the 50 over World Cup. Take it as preparation.
I mean,
if you have a neutral venue,
I think it's more of a but I think, to be honest, it's more. I think it's more because it's more because of the World Cup is in India, so they're feeling that if India don't come to Pakistan for the Asia Cup, Pakistan will not come to India for the 50 over World Cup. So it's more of a political thing. But anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully they do come to, as you say, a resolution. Because imagine a Asia Cup without any India-Pakistan matches, and imagine a Pakistan-India World Cup without Pakistan in it. It's pretty boring, man. That's what I kind of look forward to, those matches.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's one of the standout games in tournaments, and especially ICC tournaments. I mean, given the rivalry between these teams, I mean, it is probably the biggest rivalry in cricket. So, I mean, to not have them playing each other in a World Cup is absolutely ridiculous, and it's going to cost the ICC a lot of revenue if Pakistan don't participate in the World Cup. It's kind of unthinkable. It's kind of unthinkable to think about it.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come up to a solution. But anyway, let's look at the last segment.
Sure
I remember this. Yeah, I think that Ireland and Bangladesh will show a bit of importance because if Ireland beat Bangladesh 3-0, I think they qualified, and then they put us into the quarters. But I think Bangladesh might squeak the series, I think 2-1. And they're playing in England actually. Chelmsford Ford. All 3 matches are in Chelmsford. That's how you pronounce it.
Bangladesh and Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's in Chelmsford, eh?
Yeah.
So, I would say Bangladesh probably favorites there, but given conditions and I mean experience-wise and stuff, so. Yeah, I think 2-1 is probably a fair scoreline.
Yeah.
Or it could be 3-0.
It's in England.
Yeah.
It's in England. That's why I'm giving Ireland one of those matches. Yeah, because if Ireland went 3-0, then we'll that progress into qualities. Who would have thought? So let's get qualifications. It's a bit weird to imagine, but I think Bangladesh will do us a favor there, and I think it's fine. Ireland will be in qualification, I think. And then I know West Indies and Sri Lanka are already in qualifications, so that's weird. But I'm sure West Indies and Sri Lanka will probably make it to the World Cup, so that's how it is.
Well, I mean, you can never take anything for granted in this game. I mean, this game is a great leveler, and it can bring you down to your knees. So, Ireland, they've had some good performances against the Windies in the past, especially in 50 over cricket. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't want to write them off. But I would say with the Windies and Sri Lanka are obviously heavy favourites. But I wouldn't want to write them off, because you got a guy like Josh Little that can swing the ball. He can cause a lot of problem to the opposition batsman. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Should be exciting, eh? And I'm kind of glad that the Proteas didn't get thrown into that qualification scenario, because that would have been really, really tricky.
No. I mean, no, but I mean, like, we could still be in qualifications provided how Ireland play. I mean, not Ireland, how Bangladesh play. Hopefully Bangladesh can do us a favor.
No, but I think if Bangladesh wins the series 2-1, or if they win one game, I think SA are through. I think if they lose the series 3-0, which is impossible in the series, then South Africa go to play. So it's looking highly unlikely that we're going to get that kind of situation going. So even if there's one rain out, then the SA would definitely qualify. So you could say SA have already booked their place in the World Cup, given by what has happened. And they got the job done against Netherlands. They got the job done against England, which is really crucial. So I would say, SA are probably in the World Cup already.
Okay, before we wrap off, the score is already 9-3 without loss after 7.4 overs with a run rate of 12.13. Zaha is on 65 of 31. That's quite amazing. And then Shubman is on 25 of 16. To bat at this rate, they'll make 240, which is pretty much a lot of runs for Lucknow. Although the cock is back, and I'm sure he'll probably enjoy these conditions. Him and Mayer's opening. Imagine those two batting together in destructive mode. That's pretty scary shit, man. Oh, excuse my language, but that is scary. But I think it'd be nice if they can make a nice big 200 and then hopefully not have a 30-run over in the final over like they had against my team. So I think that's pretty much how I look at it.
Yeah, it should be an exciting game. I think two batting teams, GT and Lucknow, they bat quite deep, so it should be an exciting chase, eh? I think even if it's looking at 190, 200, I think Lucknow will go hard at it, eh? They will go hard at it. If you got Mayers and de Kock up the order, they will go hard at it.
Okay. Any final words before we wrap up, my friend?
Yeah, I'm all good, hey? I'm all good.
Okay. You enjoy the rest of the cricket. We shall catch up soon.
Cheers. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.